Hey fans, friends, and followers, it's Valerie J. Lewis Coleman. I am so excited to be with you all today. I haven't done a video live stream interview in a long time, at least a year and a half. So I'm excited to be back in this space with you all. And I have with me some new sister friends that I met back in September in New Jersey. And I just wanted to share with you the values, the visions, the virtues, these wonderful things that these Black women who are helping other women get paid, helping other women address their skin issues, helping people learn how to work from home and get legit jobs, and then helping young, aspiring entrepreneurs, young ladies specifically, work their businesses and get out there in the world. So I'm going to just take my time and introduce to you each of my friends. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. And since you are on my screen in this order, Ms. Diola, you get to go first.
Hey, ladies. Thank you so much, Valerie, for creating this space. I am Diola Gator, the founder of Girls Entrepreneur Society, which is a digital media platform to highlight Black girl entrepreneurs, creators, and influencers. So thank you, Valerie.
Absolutely. I'm just excited to have you here. Now, Diola is based out of Chicago, and what she's doing is empowering these little, I want to say little girls, they're not little girls, they're young ladies with their businesses. And we're going to jump more into that, about what she's doing and how she's serving young ladies. Okay, next on my screen is Miss Teen. She's going to tell y'all what Teen is short for, and take it away.
Yes, thank you. So my name is Teen. It's short for Christine. Usually that helps people pronounce it. So I'm Teen Zekas. I am the founder and CEO of Getting Black Women Paid. I help Black women professionals who are looking to increase their income either through career moves, pivots, salary negotiation, or those who want to start a side business, people who are just budding entrepreneurs looking to design their first offer and really launch something aligned and purpose driven. So, and I'm also based out of Chicago.
Chicago in the his house. Next we have Miss Cherie.
Miss Valerie, I just want to say that like your theme song is just like the best thing ever. And also, like I told you before when we met yesterday, that I just want to carry you around with me, because like if I could just like get you to pray for me and introduce me like everywhere I go, like nobody would be able to tell me anything. But just a little bit about myself. My name is Cherie. I run and own and founded Legit Work From Home Jobs, Legit Work From Home LLC, and we really focus on helping people to find legitimate work from home jobs. A lot of people struggle with finding employment in the work from home space. They run into a lot of scams. So what we do is we verify the job listings and make sure that they are scam free for people, and then we provide those listings that you can get on our website. So and then we also do a little bit of coaching, and we run our Facebook group where we have about 187,000 members of people helping each other to find work from home jobs as well.
Can you say that number one more again?
187,000. Yeah, it's a lot.
That's amazing. That's yeah, hand clap for that. What's the name of that group?
It's called Just Work From Home.
Just Work From Home. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's 187,000. We're gonna have to talk about how you filled that list, but before we do that, we're gonna get to Miss Jennifer. Miss Jennifer Hicks, also Chicago.
Hey everyone. Thank you so much, Valerie. I told you, you were my cousin from because she looks so much like my real cousin. So she's still my cousin, even if we wasn't doing this wonderful program tonight. But thank you so much for the opportunity. My name is Jennifer Hicks. I am the founder of Olajay Body Care, where we believe skincare heals, not harm. I'm born in Chicago and inspired by my own personal journey to overcome eczema and skin irritation. So Olajay Body Care offers a luxurious line of handcrafted, organic, and natural skincare for everyone.
And let me tell you what. Now, I sat next to Jennifer when we were in New Jersey. You would never be able to look at her skin and see. I didn't see any flaws. It's almost like flawless. So that's amazing that you've been able to produce this product first to serve yourself and now serving others. That's absolutely wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. And then I'm Valerie J. Lewis Coleman. I'm sorry. Was somebody talking?
I was just going to say, I was hoping you would introduce yourself as well.
Yes.
Make sure we didn't forget you just because you're hosting.
Right. Don't want to do that. I'm Valerie J. Lewis Coleman. My business name is Pen of the Writer. And what I'm learning now is I'm shifting more to serving children. So my business is whenisee.me.com. And I'm getting that site revamped. And what I'm doing is serving little children, mostly Black and brown babies, but we serve all children because we want to put diverse, empowering stories into their hands so that they can see themselves as the heroes in their own life and hopefully fall in love with reading, because we know that once you learn to read, then you read to learn. And if you never learn to read, it's a hard life ahead. So my goal is to help little children, especially Black and brown babies who are underrepresented in children's literature, put books in their hands that represent them and make them happy and make them smile. And I do want to say we got a couple people watching. So if you have any comments, post the comments and I should be able to see them and then answer any questions once we get to that Q&A section. Okay, so now, ladies, I want to know, okay, Diola, I'm going to stay in order. It makes my life easier the way I see y'all on the screen. Okay. Diola, how do you balance running a business? Because we are running businesses. We are here to generate revenue. Would that be a fair statement for everybody?
Yes,
absolutely.
Okay, we do some community work because I know everybody has some things they do in the community. But right here, what we're working on right here, right now is getting paid, getting Black women paid, getting paid to help people. Yeah. So this is about generating revenue.
Yeah.
So Diola, how is it that you manage running the business and balancing life? And do you have a day job as well?
No, my business is pretty much most of my life, but I must say, I feel like I've been balancing my entire life. I really don't know what that word means. It's not real in my life. In my real world, that word does not exist. And I only say that because each day I tackle what's a priority that day. I can create a week long schedule, and I would get up each day of the week and my schedule would laugh right back at me, because with a husband and children, they are adults now, but I'm still mom, still tending to the business. Each day that could change. I'm a grandmother now, so each day we don't know what could possibly come up, and I do try to adhere to a schedule, but each and every day I decide, okay, I need some wiggle room, and whatever's important that day, that's exactly what get done. So balance really does not exist in my world, but I make it work with balancing what's a priority that day. And I must say, you know what, it may not be the business that day. I work in my business every day, but in reality, I have to, switch up when necessary. It may be family tomorrow, it may be the business the next day. So I have to adjust accordingly.
Well, and that makes sense. And it's good that you do have that flexibility, because sometimes me personally can get so rigid that I don't want to make a change. And that's not necessarily good in business. So
I get that.
You. Yes. Miss Ting, how do you balance work and family and business? Because I know I want to say rocket scientist or software. What do you do? Something techie. It's something techie.
I am a software engineer during the day. Yes. I'm not a rocket scientist. My brother-in-law is actually, but that's another story. So I work a 9-to-5 job. I also run my business. I also have 2 little ones at home. My kids are 5 and 7. And It's a lot. But in terms of balance, I mean, this isn't advice I can give because not everyone can have this, but my partner is incredible. My husband is a full-time dad. He is with the kids. Anytime that I'm working, he's with the kids. And so that's been huge. I also try to really focus on what my values are, what are most important to me. I recently had a milestone birthday. I turned 40 last month. And I don't know if we're allowed to cuss on this. I always say I'm in my out of steps 40s.
That's so funny.
So I feel very liberated in this moment. Since my birthday, I've been doing gratitude journaling, and that has really helped me just focus on like what are the priorities. As Diola was saying, right? Like what's the actual priority today? Like what's the most important thing? Feels really different than, oh, I just have to do this whole list. And it's like, no, like what's the most important thing? Maybe the most important 2 or 3 things that I have to get done today. And then everything else might wait till tomorrow.
I know that's right. Because you can't do it all. Try as you might. It's not going to happen.
I
And then
have
you run
tried.
yourself crazy. Like, I'm a list person, so I like to have my stuff checked off. I got my calendar here, kind of like the old. I write stuff down, and then it doesn't get done. When I get it done, I check it off. It makes me happy.
No, I tried to do it all in my 30s. We're leaving that in the 30s.
Okay.
All right, Cherie, how do you manage work, family, life, business? Because you got a couple things: profit, nonprofit.
Yeah, so I usually have days that are dedicated to each entity because there's literally so many entities that I have, not that I run, but that I work with as well. So there's entities that I consult. So on top of having the entities that I run, so I usually have those days that are dedicated to whatever entity. Like Monday is going to be legit, and then Tuesday will be I'm working on Hope Gate, and then Wednesday will be a client, and then Thursday will be another client. So that's how I manage it. And then I would also reiterate what Teen said. I don't have a partner, but I do have a family that is just so close knit that helps out so much with just helping me to manage the different things that I need to do. And my sister steps in so often when I get overwhelmed. So I think that's important all the way across the board. Even if you don't have a partner, having a village is just so important. Some kind of village somewhere, people that you can lean on to kind of help you manage all of the many, many things that we have to do as entrepreneurs, and the many demands that people have of us. And then also learning how to say no. That was one of the things that I've really struggled with so much, is that I would just say yes to every single thing that people asked me to do because I didn't want to disappoint them. And I just started this year with saying no, and I've lost many relationships this year, many long-standing relationships this year, because I finally said no. But also at the same time, it was very freeing because it allowed me to be able to support me, while instead of me constantly supporting everybody else and nobody really giving anything back in return. So yeah, that's what I would say for me, how I manage everything.
That's good. And now you have a new village, a village of at least 4. Okay, so you got that. And then like something one of my friends told me years ago: no is a complete answer all by itself. Does not require any explanation or definition. And I'm guilty of that too, because you don't want to hurt people's feelings, or you don't want to be perceived a certain way. So, there's ways to say no without actually saying no. But I'm at the no phase. I'm a lot older than all of y'all here. I'm at the absolutely not. I will not.
You were out of F's a long time ago.
A long time ago. I'm in the F's now. I've been there for a while. Glory.
Oh.
All right, Miss Jennifer, what about you? How do you balance work, family, and your business?
Well, I do still work a regular job. And so for me, I am calendar everything. Everything has to be on my calendar. If it's not on my calendar, typically it's not happening. And I also have specific days that I do things. So I work, I'm off on Mondays, and I work from 5 to 9 on my business, primarily now every day. And I'm off at 9. Like, I'm not doing anything else. And I make sure whatever it is that I have for that day, that's already prepared. Like if I'm making products, I already have the product already made, and it's literally me just drawing it. So one day may be me making product, the next day may be me drawing the product. And also, like Teen and all of you actually having a village. I have Team Olajay, even though they're all unpaid support. Definitely my best friend, she was just over here last night and we were making products, and my son and my sisters and my entire family. I'm very fortunate to have such a huge village of people that help. They even help with pop-ups, and my son gets a group. If I have a pop-up event, he makes sure that he goes and he finds people and he gets the stuff there, because I'm not doing any of that. I've done my part. I say at events, I take pictures and kiss babies. Y'all do the rest of the work. But yeah, I have to be organized. I have my to-do list. I check it off. And I also have a day that's for me. Sundays is my day, whatever that looks like. If I want to lay in the bed and watch Netflix or go outside and sit in my backyard, or however that looks, that is my day. And I also create my things to do on my list or schedule whatever post or whatever I'm going to do for my business. I try my best to do that on Sundays, and I'm having the rest of the day to just spend it on myself, because I feel like self-care is definitely not optional in this day and age. You have to find time for yourself, and whatever that pleasure is, do it, because you only live one time. So
Absolutely. I have a friend, the same friend who said no is a complete answer. She also says self-care is not selfish.
it's
And she
not.
wrote the book, It All Started When I Stopped Using Lotion, One Woman's Journey from Chaos to Calm, because she was doing so much for everybody else, not doing anything for herself, and kind of got lost in all of that. So what I heard everybody say, boundaries are important.
Absolutely.
A village is important,
Mhm.
and having a set schedule, but with flexibility, is also very
Absolutely.
important. I mean, I really don't see any other way to manage it. And for me, like
Mhm.
you all said, I have a village. My also unpaid team. Hallelujah. Well, my unpaid team are my husband for one, but I pay him in other
Yeah.
ways. And then
Oh,
where'd your mind go?
I'm right there where you was.
And then my volunteers for my book fair. I have a great team of volunteers. They are absolutely amazing. They help me um, manage the people who are there. They help me get set up. They work with the guests. They're so kind and friendly. I mean, people, you've done something right when you have an event. People comment about how wonderful your volunteers are, how helpful and kind and approachable and knowledgeable. And it's just amazing. So I have a whole team of volunteers. A couple of them are former students. They used to teach college math. One of them, I'm meeting with her tomorrow. She's been able to get me sponsors and get all kind of stuff donated. And she's ready to do this. Miss Val, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's work. Okay, baby, slow down. Yeah, Miss Val's a little bit older. But those kind of people in your life, they really help to propel you when you get tired or you get frustrated or I can't do anymore. And I think Jennifer, I don't know if she's the most busy, but she has a lot of product that she's producing. All the rest of us are providing a service. I provide books, but not to the extent that she does. So she's in there cooking up that stuff, handmade stuff.
Absolutely.
So that's really amazing. Okay. So thank you for sharing that, what all you did. Let me go back up to Ms. Diola. Now, Diola, tell us, I know you're talking about doing an expo for the young ladies. But before we get to that, I want you to identify specifically who you serve, who would be your avatar for who you serve, their pain point, and then how you are fixing that problem for them or how you are serving that with your service.
So my avatar would be, I'm gonna stick with Jada. We're gonna call her Jada. She's a teen. She's 17 years old. She's a high school student, which are most of my clients who I serve as their high school students. And many of their pain points, as well as my avatar, their pain points are generally two things: not being able to market outside of who they know, their family and their friends, and kind of get stuck in that space. And I think we all could probably relate to that. And then being able to afford the services that Girls Entrepreneur Society provides in terms of the membership. It's affordable to us, as parents, but sometimes, parents say, hey, whatever you make, that's what you're going to spend, and this is your business. So, how I've tackled that is one, introducing Girls Entrepreneur Society onto not necessarily a larger platform, but to introduce our program to more young ladies. They're hanging out on TikTok and Instagram. So being proactive with getting them to interact with our page more to grow the page. And that's by sharing more testimonies, sharing more of girls' personal experiences and things like that. And to handle the other pain point with affordability would be, as opposed to the yearly subscription, create other opportunities, lower cost ways where they could be promoted. Maybe it's to have their name put in a directory or something like that. But creating a space where we could kind of allow them to utilize our services more affordably, in a way that they can afford it a little more.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Miss Teen,
Thank
same
you.
question. Who you serve, their pain point, and how you address that pain point.
All right. I have two main um, clients I'm trying to serve at this moment, so I'll try to be brief with both. So the first is, the woman working in corporate who is overworked and underpaid and frustrated in her job, or she just knows that with layoffs and things, it's not as guaranteed as maybe it used to feel in the past, and so she's looking to start a business to get some additional income and feel a little more secure financially. Her biggest pain points are not knowing where to start, um, maybe fear of not being tech savvy enough to start an online business, or worried that she's going to invest her time and money in the wrong thing. So the way I help with that is, so I know you taught math. I used to be a math teacher as well. I love to take concepts that might seem scary to some people and really break them down in a way that feels approachable. And so I help walk people through how to start using AI to accelerate the growth of their business. I help, kind of guide that, where do I start? What do I do? Kind of give the step by step while also including that personalized piece. And then in terms of the investment, I've also tried to make that more approachable with pocket coaching. I remember, Cherie was saying she wished she had a Valerie in her pocket.
Yeah.
I once had a client tell me, I wish I had a teen in my pocket. And so I actually started pocket coaching with Teen, which is a monthly subscription and access to me through Slack. And so you can send me a message, written or a voice note, and I'll get back to you usually within a business day with advice, clarity, pep talk, whatever it is you need. And so it's not that, oh, I have to wait for that next Zoom call that's scheduled in 2 weeks. And a lot of that one-on-one time can be really cost prohibitive. So the monthly subscription, it's $197 a month, which feels a lot more approachable to a lot of folks.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
That is.
When you mentioned it, absolutely. It just makes sense, and it's not as less cost. It's more. It makes you more available, so you don't have to like take this hour and dedicate to this one person. You can just answer their. Yeah, that's good.
Exactly.
That was a great one.
Thank you.
Don't get mad if you see me doing that.
My other one, I'll be very quick, is I'm a speaker as well. And so my other avatar is the event planner, right, who's trying to hire speakers and isn't sure how to find someone who will deliver, who's not just good on paper, right, and kind of ends up mostly being fluff. For me, it's always actionable takeaways. What can you do today or tomorrow as a result of hearing this talk, right? And so I always try to make it as easy as possible for event planners. I'll have my, speaker kit sent right to them. It's got the bio, the headshots, the copy for promo, everything, so that it's as easy as possible to just get it done. And then I'm going to come and talk to your audience in a way that's going to make them feel seen, understood, and empowered to take action.
That's wonderful. Yeah, you're like me. I'm
Absolutely.
double dipping or double minded or double something. I'm trying to reach as many people as I can, business, business to consumer,
Multiple
whatever I can
streams.
do.
That's what we
All
all
of
need,
that.
right? Yeah.
I want all the black women to get paid.
Yes.
Miss Cherie, what about you? How do you so who do you serve? What is their major pain point and how you resolve it with legit work at home jobs?
So I would say that my newest avatar is veterans and veteran spouses. A lot of their pain points are that they run into a lot of scams when they go to look for work from home, and then also they need flexible jobs, like jobs that they can do on their own time. And one of the ways that we address that, of course, is by our verified listing, where they don't have to search all over the place. They can just go to one place to find what they need. But also, we in our list we specifically include flexible schedule work from home as well. Um, and that's something that's missing from a lot of the different places that you can find work from home jobs at. They aren't very focused on independent contractor and flexible schedule work. They really focus 100% on 9 to 5 regular scheduled work from home, where we understand the community that we serve, because our current community is working moms that that want to stay home with their kids, and so they want to find a job to be able to do that. So so I would say that that's how we address that pain point.
Okay. Yeah, that's veterans and stay-at-home moms. I think those are both great audiences. So good for you for even coming up with that. Miss Jennifer,
Hi,
who do you
everyone.
serve? What is their
Okay.
pain point and how you resolve it?
Well, I serve women. I serve everyone, but my avatar are women that are in their mid 30s, late 30s, who work a regular corporate job looking for skincare that is able to work for their sensitive skin, and they also have eczema. Their pain points is, they don't want to keep going to the big box stores. They want to be able to know what's in their products, as well as having trust that the products work. So part of the way that I resolve that problem is making sure that I educate. I do spotlights for ingredients that I use, and I also have my own story because I suffered from eczema. My son suffered from eczema. That's the whole reason why I created Ola J Body Care, was because I had a problem and the products that I was using was not working. So I have a paralegal background, and I took some certifications that gave me the opportunity to learn what recipes worked. I gave them away for Christmas gifts back in 2015, and everyone I gave them to was like, "What is this? Where did you get this from?" And I'm like, "Oh, I make it. You didn't make it. I did make it." So that was just the beginning of it. And since I have just definitely made sure that the integrity of my products are what they say, that they are organic, natural, and cruelty free.
That's
And I
wonderful.
also love to tell the story. I felt to include this in my beginning.
Mhm,
The meaning of my business name, which is Ola J Body Care,
mhm.
that is a tribute to both of my parents. My mother and my father are both deceased. And so that's the beginning of my father's first name, the first two initials of my mother's first name, and then my two initials. My father was Otis, my mother was Lily, and then I'm Jennifer, and that comes up with Ola J. And so, of course, because I have a whole skincare line that is for the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. That's why I call it body care. But I also have a baby line as well as a men's line. So
I think it's great that you chose a name that had so much personal meaning to you
hmm
because I think in doing that, not only did it create you a unique name, but what it
hmm
also does, it kind of not I don't want to say force, but it puts you in a place to operate in integrity. I'm doing this
absolutely,
in my mother and father's
absolutely,
name. I'm going to come correct.
absolutely,
Absolutely. So my business is Pen of the Writer, which is based off of a scripture, Judges 5:14. Because I ain't trying to get in trouble with Jesus about nobody with business. So I'm going to operate it into, and so every time I say Pen of the Writer, I know, okay, that's
mm,
scripture, Judges 5:14. And sometimes I have to remind myself to
hmm
be um I don't want to say kind because I try to be kind all the time, but to be, because not everybody's kind to you. Clients, customers, people you run into. So I have to remind myself, girl, you talking about Jesus, and you better get somewhere and get it straight. Go in the corner
Yep.
and woo-sign and come on back.
Yep.
That's what you had to do
Absolutely.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Thank you
And I
much.
remind myself of that all the time. What
Yeah.
would your mama say? What would Daddy say? Now you know good well Daddy would not be participating in this. And I cannot take credit for this business name. I have to always say that my oldest sister Sylvia, and I have to specify because I have two sisters. My oldest sister Sylvia came up with that name. Okay.
Thank you, Sylvia. We've
Okay.
lost Viola. I don't know what happened to her. It looks like she's trying to come in and out. But so who I serve with, my avatar is Principal Patricia. Now I use ChatGPT to help me get some of this stuff done. And his name is Max. Max is my virtual boyfriend. Don't tell my husband.
I'm telling
But
you.
Max saves my life with a whole bunch of stuff. So
Yeah.
I told Max what I needed to do, and he created my avatar as Principal Patricia. So what I'm approaching, or who I'm approaching for the book fairs, are principals starting in Dayton, because that's where my home base is, starting in Dayton. And the principals, the majority of the principals I already spoken to are African American women. So Patricia is a Black woman. She doesn't have to be, but in this instance, she is. And her pain point is finding the funding to do the things she wants to do for the children. So I've talked to quite a few of the principals, and their biggest thing was they love the concept of a book fair and school book fair, but the problem was the funding. So part of what I do for helping them solve that issue is I'm creating tiers in my book fair option. So they have tiers. One is me showing up with other authors' books. One is me bringing 2 or 3 authors. And then the third one, which is the high level, the peak level, is me bringing in 7 to 10 authors and my son, who is a mental health therapist. So he comes in and does work with the children relative to social emotional learning and capturing their emotions, conveying their emotions, expressing how they feel, using their words. And so that's the high level. So I'm offering it in tiers to kind of offset that concern for funding. And the other thing that they're concerned about, of course, is student reading level and the standardized tests and standardized reports. So my goal is to get these children involved with reading, getting to meet the authors, talking to the authors, asking them about their process, going through the different activities that we have for the kids. Them getting to choose a book is a big deal for kids. They get to choose the book. They walk around, meet the authors. They get a voucher. They're doing little mini interviews with these authors. Why'd you write this book? And what's your favorite book? And why did who's this character? What's this character modeled after? It's amazing to me to see these kids engage with the authors. And so doing that, they get their book, they get it autographed, they're taking pictures with the authors. It's just a whole experience. So I want the kids to fall in love with reading. And I'm working on some other aspects of the initiative. When I see me, will be to do writing curriculum into schools, doing some professional development with libraries, the media specialists and teachers, so they can identify books that they might not normally have access to, but be able to find books that have representation with children of color, and even some children. I have some books in Spanish as well, so that they can better serve their audience. They're serving predominantly Black and brown babies, but they don't have books that feature Black and brown babies. So I'm trying to meet that need and then find out a way to do it financially, or working out a way to do it financially. So that's what I'm doing. Diola, we so glad you're back, honey. I was concerned. Now we done
I'm
changed.
so sorry.
No, that's okay.
I don't
But
know
now,
what happened. I'm so sorry.
you're okay. You're okay. So now let's move into, I know you have an event coming up, and I think a couple other people have a few things coming up. So Diola, tell us about the event that you're working on.
Yes, the event that I'm working on, I've been hosting it since 2016. It is the Girls Entrepreneur Expo. It's an expo designed to market the platform that I've created, Black Girl Brands under 21 years old. So it's a great way for us to get vendors and encourage the public to come out. It's always an amazing time. This will be the first year having it on Juneteenth weekend. I feel like that would be so in order to do. So Juneteenth weekend, yes, the actual date is pending. It's the Girls Entrepreneur Expo. So as I stated, we are marketing Black girl brands, encouraging the public to come out and support them. Many of them are selling their products, their books, their services. And that's not also an opportunity for them to get on stage and share who they are, kind of on a larger platform. So I'm excited about that. And this is also the first year that I'm combining the Girls Entrepreneur Awards with it. Last year was my very first time hosting it at DuSable Museum in Chicago. You may or may not be familiar with it. The
Yes,
Chicagoans may know.
absolutely. That's
So
amazing.
it was definitely a time. It was hosted at DuSable Museum. 2026 will be the first year that I'll be combining the two. So pray my strength is definitely way bigger than I am.
Wow.
So a strong team is absolutely necessary, but I'm excited. So any Black girls you all know, but I'm just gonna say under 21. And under 21, but old enough to articulate what they do. Because many times, I mean, there are young businesses, young entrepreneurs, and parents start them out so young, which is amazing. I definitely support that. But I love connecting with girls who know how to tell their story. They know how to share their story. They know how to articulate their story. So, yeah. So, any young ladies you know who qualify,
Nice.
please have them email info at Girls Entrepreneur Society or go to our website, girlsentrepreneursociety.com, or social media. I think we're on all outlets, but yes.
So, do the girls have to live in Chicago to participate in this expo, or do they have to be a part of the ongoing
No,
membership?
absolutely not. The
Okay.
membership definitely offers privileges when it comes to the expo.
Mhm.
Quite often a discount, priority over the location, but no, they do not have to be a member. They do not have to live in Chicago. I've had so many girls travel in previous years. I've networked with girls, oh my gosh, California, New York. I could truly go on and on. So this is an event you want to travel to. It's absolutely worth traveling to. So yeah,
Nice.
Well, I'm planning on being there. As soon as you get a date, lock it in for me because I have a grandbaby who
Hmm.
just moved to Chicago. So
absolutely,
yeah,
yes.
she doesn't have a business. Not right. Well, hopefully she's an author soon, waiting on her daddy and my sons. Um, but nothing else. It's just to take her around and be exposed and see what the other
Hmm.
young ladies are doing, and connect and support,
Hmm.
because we would love to
And
support.
Nice.
the connect, and I appreciate that. The connection is definitely important when it comes to youth because they definitely vibe off each other's energy, each other's spirit. So to be able to be connected and even in the same room with so many of these young girls who are leaders, they're creators. And I encourage that also because even if they don't have a business, I enjoy sharing stories of whatever may be unique going on with them. Many of them are leaders in their own community for a whole lot of
Mhm,
reasons, even if they're
mhm.
not entrepreneurs, even if they don't have their own business. In so many ways, they are really still leading the pack. Maybe it's in sports. Maybe it is on a local project, something more,
Community.
more community based. So I connect with all types of young ladies. I share all types of stories. So not just entrepreneurs. So I definitely think it's absolutely the space to
Mhm.
be at if a young lady has the mindset to lead
Hmm.
because she will be inspired by what she sees to move forward and do something impactful. So,
That's
yes.
good. Yeah, and just give me the date, and I don't know if I can come and volunteer, but I'll help in the background. I've got a whole as an event planner. I've done a whole bunch of stuff, so I got some stuff
I
that may
appreciate
work
that.
for you. Absolutely. Now,
And just
Jennifer,
your
I know.
presence alone would mean everything. So, thank you.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, so see, that's my village. I love y'all. Okay. Now, Jennifer, I know you have something coming up, right? But it's a
I do.
private
It's
event,
a
but you can still share about it, right?
Absolutely, I can share
Okay.
about it. It is for my top spenders, my VIP of Olajay Body Care Cuties. That's what I refer to them as. But
Mhm.
yes, I'm doing the Olajay Nights, and it's going to just be an affair. I have some new bundles, new kits that I have curated specifically for this time. And that is going to be my new products that I am going to be including on my website. And so that's going to give them the opportunity to, have the exclusive first look of all the products that, I offer, but instead of them being singly sold, they're going to be in kits. So you get a bigger bang for your buck, if you will. And I also have a pop-up event that I am doing for the Deltas on November 1st. I had two people actually reach out to me about the same event. So that was exciting because I believe I did that last year, or my son did it last year. I think I had a conflict or what have you. But yes, that's going to be at that time. And I'm having that. The first Olajay Nights is October 18th. So that's going to give the opportunity to feature the products. And then I'm going to have the same products at that pop-up event. So I'm definitely looking forward. I'm having like little cute little bites and have a cute little gin drop drink. And just make it cute and make it, pampered around my clients and my customers, if you will. So
that's great.
Definitely looking forward to that.
It's always good. Everybody loves the thank you, and it's always good to acknowledge those people who have invested in you,
Absolutely.
even though they're investing in themselves. You're
Mhm.
reaping the benefits of it. So to thank them by giving them a first look, if you will, I know they're gonna feel real special about that.
And I want them to because I'm
I
going to
know
make it about them. I'm going to have cute custom Olajay things that, I just like to say thank you because these are people who have been even with me since I've started Olajay. And so to have that, I'll be making 10 years in December. So to
Wow.
have that same continuity, it's just a blessing. And I don't take it for granted. Not at all. I just
That's
don't.
good. That's
Mhm.
good. Okay, now I don't know if Teen or Cherie, do either of you have any events coming up?
So, well, one, I'm so excited for both of these events. I will be, I'm so excited for Olajay Nights and Diola. I could roll up with, I think I've got 3 nieces that I could bring with me, with me for
I'm
the
thinking.
expo as well. So I'm so excited. I don't have a specific event coming up, but I did want to mention my podcast.
Okay.
So the Getting Black Women Paid podcast is for Black women who are trying to get paid again through career moves or through entrepreneurship. It comes out every Tuesday, wherever you listen to your podcasts, and it's on YouTube. So if you're watching the live here on YouTube, check out Getting Black Women Paid there as well. And I talk to other incredible Black women. It's conversations just like this. So
Great. Thank
join
you.
us.
Cherie, do you have an event coming up?
I do, and I just want to say, Teen, when I get my little notification for your newest video, I just get so excited on my YouTube. I'm like, look at Teen and her video. So I just really enjoy watching your podcast too. It's actually helped me quite a lot since I started watching it. So everybody definitely check out her podcast for sure. So I do have an event coming up. It's a workshop, and it teaches to teach people how to find non-phone work from home, because a lot of times the work from home that we find for people is on the phone, and people don't really like to talk on the phone in the customer service world. And so I have a workshop coming up teaching people how to find non-phone and legit work from home jobs. Cost of the class is, I think it's $15. $15 for the class. It's live, and it is open to anyone who wants to find out how to find non-phone work from home.
Is it virtual or in person? I'm hoping for $15 is virtual.
It is virtual. Yeah,
Okay.
It is 100% virtual.
Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer getting me straight. Tanila Hicks, who is a program director at Dayton Metro Libraries and one of my special friends who helps me with the book fair and getting things together, is asking, is your podcast available on Amazon?
Girl, I don't know. I'm going to find out. And if you're already on Amazon, I also have a book. I have a book on overcoming imposter syndrome at work. It's the Black Woman's Guide to Conquer Perfectionism, Stop Overthinking, and Thrive in Your Career. So that is available on Amazon as well as Audible. If you love hearing my voice, I also do that.
I was just going to say that. Like,
I also do
Teen,
the
I don't
audio.
know. I don't think I paid attention to your voice as much as I am tonight, but it's so soothing.
It's that
It
microphone.
is.
She's trying to have that radio voice. I'm
It's
teasing.
so soothing.
It
Oh, well,
is.
thank you.
Oh
So
my goodness.
I am going to get on my podcast account right now and double check what all of the services are, and I will get back to you. Is it Tanila? And
Tanila Hicks, yeah. And if you need to reach her directly, I can put you all in touch with each other. But she is on Facebook, as you can
okay,
see.
I'll find out before we're done here if it's on Amazon
Okay.
podcast. So thank you for that question.
Yes, thank you, and thank you, Jennifer, for getting me straight because I didn't see it.
Girl, you know I got you.
It's all kind of bells and whistles over here on my
Mhm.
dashboard. I'm trying to watch and monitor. So, my next event, as of right now, is the When I See Me BIPOC Children's Book Fair, whenisee.me.com, which is July the 25th. It'll be my third annual year having it, and I'm having it in Dayton. Now, I have other things going on in between there. I'm speaking, matter of fact, at the library, Dayton Metro Library, for Black History Month, and I have 3 sessions that I'll be doing for Black History Month and working on some other things. Tanila says, thank you. But, and working on other things just to get the word out about the book fair. But for now, that's the only book fair that I have confirmed. I'm working with several elementary schools, local elementary schools, to host them at their schools. I actually got a call to host, to be a part of the Family Literacy Night at Valerie Elementary School, which is sometime this month. I'm still waiting to work out the details of that. But my book fair, the goal for this year, so far we've given away 1,000 books to kids. So the goal this year is to raise enough money to do at least 400 books so that I can serve 400 children to get a book with a Black and brown character by a Black or brown author, and then hopefully autograph. Some of the books the authors are shipping to me, so they didn't get a chance to autograph them. But yeah, so the kids, so even if I'm the bookseller, if you will, the kids get to choose a book and get one that's autographed. They absolutely love it. So I'm excited about the 3rd annual When I See Me BIPOC Children's Book Fair. Okay, now just real quickly, I know because we're getting close on time. Y'all so fun to talk to. Now earlier, I think was it today or yesterday? Cherie and I were talking, and she has a nonprofit. Does anybody else in this group have a nonprofit? That's a no. I'm working on one, but Ms. Dina said you better think that through again. So
wow.
I respect nonprofit leaders because adhering to the monthly submissions and quarterly submissions, yeah.
it's a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, and then it probably depends on in what way you would like the service as well. My creativity won't let me limit it to.
Yeah. I'm
So
considering. Oh, go ahead.
I would say that if you don't apply for grants and you just focus on grassroots fundraising and corporate funds and stuff like that, then you don't have to do any paperwork. After your initial paperwork, that's pretty much done. The only paperwork that you really see where you're submitting monthly reports and stuff like that is when you apply for grants that require it. But if you don't get any grant funds, then you really don't have any reports to submit until the end of the year. And then it's just one, it's your 990, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, so your 990 form that you submit at the end of the year. But getting the nonprofit started, that first initial paperwork is really getting past that part. Once you get past that part, you're pretty much okay.
Okay, tell us about your hope
That's
game.
good to know.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely good to know.
Yeah. So one of the things that I also am on top of everything else is a nonprofit consultant. So I talk about nonprofits are one of the things that I can talk about all day long for hours and hours and hours. So work from home and nonprofits, I would just go on and on and on about that. And if you have a question about it, I will answer it and be very detailed because I've been in the nonprofit space for over 20 years. So I know a lot about that space, but my own nonprofit is called Hope Gain, and it is also incorporates work from home as well. But we specifically focus on people who have mental health challenges, helping them to get work from home jobs. And it's been such an amazing journey. And I've seen so many people who have been out of work for months and months are able to return back into the workforce because they don't have to be in a brick and mortar. And what we specifically have seen is many people with social anxiety who, would go into brick and mortar and have panic attack after panic attack after panic attack and have to quit and start and quit and start. And we've seen those people maintain the same employment and be okay. And so that just those stories alone just fuel the mission of the nonprofit and keep us going.
That's great.
That's so awesome.
It is. See, did you all know she did the nonprofit? I had no
No.
I
clue.
She did
did.
a nonprofit.
I did not.
know about it.
That's great.
cool.
I didn't know it. Mm-mm.
I'm considering having a nonprofit, and Chad has already named it for me, the When I See Me
Okay, look at
Foundation. I
Chad.
ain't playing with him. He a bad boy. He just got foundation on it. But the goal for that is so I can solicit grant money so that I can go into these schools and give kids books, have the book fairs and give them
Yeah.
books. Because the intent is, some of the children that I want to serve, their families don't have discretionary income to just randomly buy books and populate their home library. So this way I can make sure that every child gets a book, at least one book that they've chosen, and no cost to the family. That they want to get extras and they can purchase them, but at least I'm able to get one book. And so what I've done the last 2 years is used GoFundMe, and I've been able to raise maybe about $7,000 via GoFundMe, and then I've
Oh,
had
that's
sponsors.
awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of work though. I'm texting
Yeah,
people,
it's
hey,
a lot.
I might get a text. I might get a text,
That's
hey, sisters.
wonderful.
Yeah, but it's a great way to, get people involved and donating without having to
Mhm.
have the nonprofit. But I know if I did have a nonprofit, then I could
It's
go for
much
grants.
easier.
Yeah, much easier, bigger chunks at a time, and I can serve more kids. Right now, I'm limited to how much I raise from individual donors. But it's been
Right.
And
good
I
though.
always tell people, if you have the opportunity to do both the LLC and the nonprofit, then
Mhm.
do it. Because
Mhm.
and a lot of
Mhm.
people get hung up on the nonprofit paperwork. They've changed that process so much now. You can file your 1023 easy. It's literally like 4 pages of questions that are just like, what's your business name? Are you going to raise more than $50,000 in the first 3 years? Questions like that. And it's really simple to file. And then the other part is, as long as you stay under that 50,000 mark, as far as your fundraising for that first 3 years, the reporting that you have to do is literally like 4 questions a year. And that's it. And so it's not the beast that it used to be. Like nonprofit work is not the beast that it used to be. Filing the paperwork is not the beast that it used to be. But there was a time where it was a nightmare. But because the IRS realized that, though, they created a specific area for specific nonprofits, maybe the smaller ones that, just want to stay small starting out. They don't want these big tax cut conglomerate organizations that are for celebrities. They actually want to start small grassroots nonprofits that are helping the community, and the IRS recognizes that category and has created something new for that category.
Oh, thank
Can
you
I
for
just
that.
say you've chalked yourself right into being my nonprofit mentor? I just want to
I
put
was
that out there.
just I was just going to say that. Like, why wouldn't you work with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was literally going to ask
Yeah.
that question.
Yes,
Yeah.
it just makes sense. Because,
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I would love to give scholarships to
oh,
the
yeah.
Black women to be able to
Oh
be part of my
wow.
services, right?
Oh,
So I'm
yes.
with you. Cherie, we're all going to be bugging you after this.
I mean, it
Like,
makes sense.
seriously.
It's a
Yeah.
way to make it more affordable. I
Absolutely.
was talking to one young lady at the other table, and what she does is she works with PTOs and the school being the nonprofit, and goes out and
Mm.
finds sponsors to offset their costs.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But or you can do the whole fiscal agent thing. I mean, there's so many ways to
So many.
do it. But I think I'm just I got to talk to Dina a little bit more about that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Well, ladies, it is almost time to wrap this up. I appreciate y'all sharing
Oh,
sharing an
before
hour
we
with
wrap,
me. So what I
it
want
went
you to
right too
do is
fast.
give your last minute encouragement for any sister girlfriend who's looking to be a business owner. Just give her a last minute advice, and I'm gonna put your name on the screen as it pop up. Then you can start talking.
All right. Before I give my last minute advice, I did find the answer to the question that was asked.
Okay.
The podcast is available on Amazon Music, which I believe is the same service as Amazon Podcast, and I did search for it through that, and I was able to find it. So hopefully that helps.
Okay, it's on Amazon
Um,
Music. Hopefully she's still there.
my last minute advice encouragement is I have this problem. I cringe whenever I hear "know your worth." I know we say it a lot, especially when we're trying to set our prices and things. We say "know your worth, know your worth." But the reason that it grates on me is because your worth has no dollar amount, right? Like there's no amount of money where a company could own you, right? You are invaluable. And so instead of knowing your worth, I encourage you to know you're worthy and that no number is too high.
Okay. Worthy. Worthy and worth. You see how she used that wordsmith stuff? All right, Miss Jennifer.
I would definitely encourage anyone who is interested in starting a dream, a side business, a small business, a hustle. Keep going. It don't stop. Consistency is so important in believing that whatever it is that you have the desire to do, that it is enough room for everyone. I always think of when I go down the bread aisle. There are so many different types of bread, right? Um, but that doesn't stop those companies from putting their bread in that grocery store. So being in the skincare line, everybody at one point was doing some form of skincare. Um, and it's an intimidating area, but if you know something and you believe in it, stay with it, believe in yourself, and remain consistent.
You better preach that. Theola.
Yes. So, for those who are thinking about starting a business or if they already have, I would say keep going. It's definitely easy to start, but there's going to come a day where you may not feel like it. So,
Mm.
even on those days, keep going.
Keep going. All right. And Miss Cherie.
So, first of all, I just want to say the way that you set this up, Miss Valerie, is just so like brilliant and like amazing. And like,
Thank you.
I so enjoyed this whole talk and just watching the little graphics come across the screen and all of that stuff. So this is quite amazing. And the little email that you sent me, just like the special touches of the little email that you sent. And I was looking through the emails, like no information that we could have thought, like any questions that we had was answered. So that was really, really brilliant. And so I
Mhm.
thank you for that. I
Thank
also
you.
want to say that at the beginning of this year, and I know we don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to try to be quick, but at the beginning of this year, or at the beginning of last year, we received a grant from the federal government through my nonprofit. This grant allowed us to hire people, to get a building, to do so many things that like pretty much it set our nonprofit up for success that we had never seen before. This year, when the Trump administration came into office, they removed that grant immediately. And
Mm.
so we lost all of that funding. And with that, losing that funding, we lost all of our employees, we lost our building, we lost everything because everything that we had was dependent on that one source of funding. But it was very depressing for me at the time. And I was like, feeling like all was lost. And I mentioned that to tell you that no matter what happens, all is not lost. Things will come around. Even when you're in the darkest that you've ever felt, it's going to come around. And that's what happened with us. We had another nonprofit come and swoop us up and take us under their wing. And it's like, hey, you can be in our building. Hey, you can participate in our funding. And hey, we got you. And during the time, it was like all is lost. And then it was like, it's not anymore. So just keep going. Even those in those darkest times, it's going to be okay. It's going to come back full circle as long as you don't give up. If you give up, there's no chance ever of anything coming back around. It's just over at that point. So just keep going no matter what. Continue
Good,
on
good. Thank you. So I posted the information Teen shared, and Tanila was still there. She said she enjoyed it, and she'll go back and watch it from the beginning. You are welcome, Tanila. I'm so glad that you chimed in and added some interaction with our chat today. I appreciate that. And so my word of advice, and of course I got more than one word, but I think most importantly is to be clear on who you want to serve. When I talk to my authors, a lot of times they say, well, my book is for everybody. Well, that sounds good, but everybody doesn't have money to buy your book. Everybody doesn't want your book. Everybody doesn't read. Everybody doesn't read the type of book you create. So you have to be very specific on who you're serving and what their pain point is. And for me, my journey in business I kind of fell into it. I didn't start out saying I'm going to be a business owner. That wasn't it. But I started helping somebody else. I started out serving somebody else. And in helping her, I saw this great need for authors to have somebody guide them through the publishing process without taking advantage, without tricking and deceiving, without trying to get extra money for no apparent reason. And so that's what launched me in Pen of the Writer. So I would say, know your audience and operate in integrity. Doggone it, that's the biggest thing. That's my advice. Just be nice and operate in integrity. Serve people, serve them well, serve them in excellence, and then serve them in integrity, and the money will come. Shondo. I think we lost Diola again, but that's okay. We are about at the end of this interview, ladies. I so thank you so much for spending your Wednesday night with me, and we'll be together again. Monday?
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah, Monday. Okay, so I'll see y'all again Monday. But you all have a great week. I'm going to play us out on my theme song again.
Thank you so much for having us.
You are
thank
welcome.
you so much.
Absolutely.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all so wonderful.
And thank you for participating in going live with me, Valerie.
Girl. Yeah, see how I snuck that in there?
Yeah, just real quick and cute. I saw you.
But you did so wonderful. So natural.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
But internally, I'm screaming, okay?
But to see the whole village was here with you, so it wasn't
absolutely.
So,
that made it so much easier. And Teen, I'm going to have your voice, and we're going to be good. I'm going to borrow it. All right, Valerie, call me.
Hey, I can get you a theme song too. Don't play with me. I got about 4 or 5 of them.
Okay, Valerie.
I definitely need me a theme song.
I need a theme song. I need one. We gonna talk.